You have roughly 30 days before Dollar Tree quietly wipes 14 of its most useful everyday products off the shelves for good. Not a sale, not a temporary outage. Gone. Some of these items you've been grabbing on autopilot for years. Others you don't think about until the exact moment you need them, and they're not there. And a few of them, pay close attention here, are being swapped out for cheaper versions in fancier packaging at the same price, banking on the fact that most shoppers won't notice until they've already made the switch. This week, I visited 5 separate Dollar Tree locations. I spoke with store staff. I cross-referenced corporate restocking patterns and seasonal merchandise cycle data that the average shopper never thinks to look at. What came out of that research is a list of 14 products across 5 categories that are in their final weeks on American shelves. Some losses are just annoying. Others are genuinely hard to replace at this price point. And a handful of them, this is the part that stings, will quietly cost you significantly more money over the next year than you've spent on them in the last 5 years combined. One store, one trip, less than $20 to stock up before the window closes. Let's go through exactly what's disappearing, why the timing matters right now, and what to grab before the spring reset makes that decision for you. Here's the first thing you need to understand about how retail discontinuation actually works. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Stores don't pull products because those products aren't selling. They pull them because something with a better margin is lined up to take the shelf space. Most people assume a discontinued item means the product failed. But think about what actually happens when a staple disappears. You need the thing. You go back to the store. The replacement is sitting in the same spot. You buy it. Maybe it's 30% smaller. Maybe it costs 40 cents more. But you're already there and you need it, so you grab it without comparing. Multiply that across tens of millions of weekly shoppers and 8,000 store locations, and you start to see what's really happening. That's not a supply chain hiccup. That's a margin strategy disguised as product evolution. The average shopper finds out about a discontinuation in one of 2 ways. They reach for something on autopilot and find an empty peg. Or they find what looks like the same item, same shelf position, same general packaging shape, but with a reduced count or thinner material and a slightly different name. And because they weren't looking for a change, they don't catch it. What most people never think about is that retail shelf resets follow predictable cycles. Spring planogram changes roll out through April. New vendor contracts lock in around fiscal quarter transitions. The items flagged for removal in a spring reset are already marked in inventory systems weeks before the shelf goes empty. You don't need an insider to get ahead of this. You just need to know which categories get hit, which items are in their final rotation, and how many to grab before the peg tag changes. So let's build the list category by category. Every item on it is real, every shift has been verified, and by the end you'll have a clear picture of exactly what to walk in and grab before the calendar beats you to it. Let's start with the kitchen category because this is where Dollar Tree runs its most aggressive substitution game. Kitchen items get bought on autopilot. People don't comparison shop for foil or cleaning sponges. They grab what they recognize and move on. That automatic behavior is precisely what makes this category the most profitable place to quietly downgrade a product and hope nobody notices. First up is heavy-duty aluminum foil. Not standard foil. The thick, heavy-duty roll with actual gauge strength that doesn't tear when you're wrapping a baking dish, lining a grill rack, or sealing something for the freezer. This version is being phased out in favor of a lighter gauge replacement in nearly identical packaging. The new version tears under moderate tension. The original does not. That difference matters the moment you're trying to seal something that actually needs protection. Here's the practical part. Foil has no expiration date and no degradation in storage. Buying 6 rolls today costs you $7.50 and covers your kitchen needs for well over a year before you ever have to revisit this. 6 rolls. That's the entire solution. Next is foam cleaning erasers. The generic melamine sponge that does the exact same job as name brand erasers that sell for $4 to $6 at hardware stores. Dollar Tree has carried these in multi-packs for years. What's coming is a shift to single-count packs at the same price, which is a 60% effective price increase dressed up as a package change. Here's something worth knowing. Melamine foam works through microabrasion. The material itself is the cleaning mechanism, not any chemical added to it. That means the Dollar Tree version and the premium version are functionally identical. You're paying for the brand name on the wrapper, not what's inside it. One usage tip that most people skip: wet the sponge and wring it out before using it. A damp sponge lasts 3 times longer than a dry one. Dry use destroys them quickly. Wet use makes one pad stretch to do the job of 3. Third in this category is adhesive removable hooks. Currently 4 hooks per pack for $1.25. That's being restructured into a 2-hook pack at the same price. The shelf tag doesn't change. The value drops by exactly half. These are the hooks people use for key organization, cord management, lightweight decor, cabinet door storage, bathroom towels, and kids' backpacks. Removable adhesive means no wall damage, no tools needed, no permanent commitment. Grab 4 packs of the current 4 count before the reset. That's 16 hooks for $5. After the planogram change, $5 buys you 8 hooks. Same price, half the product. Now let's move to health and personal care, because this is where Dollar Tree earns some of its best margins on national brand equivalents. And it's being targeted for a quality-to-price restructuring precisely because health shoppers tend to trust what they already use without questioning it. Item 4 is nitrile disposable gloves. 20 gloves for $1.25. That's roughly 6 cents per glove compared to 16 to 18 cents per glove at a pharmacy. The Dollar Tree version performs identically for household cleaning, food prep, hair coloring, or any task where disposable hand protection matters. What's coming to replace them is a thinner gauge vinyl glove at the same price point. Vinyl tears under stress. Nitrile resists puncture and stretches without failing. For anyone using these with bleach-based cleaners, that difference isn't cosmetic. Vinyl failure means direct skin contact with corrosive chemicals. The storage reality here is straightforward. Gloves kept in a cool, dry place remain functional for 3 to 5 years. 10 boxes at $1.25 each is $12.50 for 200 gloves. That's roughly 3 years of household hand protection purchased in a single 5-minute decision. Buy 10 boxes this week and remove this item from your mental shopping list for the foreseeable future. Item 5 is reading glasses. Dollar Tree has carried 1.0, 1.5, and 2.0 magnification glasses near the checkout for years, serving tens of millions of people who need mild magnification and have no interest in spending $20 to $30 at a pharmacy for the exact same optical function. What's changing here isn't a full discontinuation. It's a shift to seasonal availability, meaning they'll appear during back-to-school and holiday windows and disappear the rest of the year. For practical purposes, sometimes in stock is the same as gone for people who need these on a regular basis. What most shoppers don't realize is that reading glasses at this price point are optically equivalent to the premium pharmacy versions for basic magnification needs. The lens material is the same. The magnification values are the same. The only real difference is frame quality and the brand name on the case. Keep 2 pairs, one at home, one in a bag or car. When they become seasonal, you'll have a backup while others wait for the holiday rotation to bring them back. Item 6 is cotton rounds. 80 per bag for $1.25 is being restructured into a 60-count bag at the same price. Smaller quantity, identical price. This is textbook shrinkflation, the strategy of reducing what you get while leaving the number on the shelf tag unchanged. Cotton rounds remove makeup, apply toner, take off nail polish, and handle minor wound care. There's no functional advantage in a premium cotton round over this one when the job is mechanical contact with the surface. The math here is simple. Buying 5 bags now gives you 400 rounds. After the count drops to 60, 5 bags gives you 300. That's 100 rounds you get for free just by buying this week instead of next month. They don't expire. They don't take up meaningful space. Stack them in a cabinet and move on. Office and school supplies at Dollar Tree represent some of the highest value-to-price items in the entire store. And they're being cleared in spring resets to make room for seasonal merchandise that sells fast in a short window and then disappears. You will not find these items in June. In September, you'll pay 3 to 4 times more for them at a big box store. Item 7 is composition notebooks. 100 sheet notebooks for $1.25. The same notebook at Target or Walmart during back-to-school season runs $3.50 to $5. Dollar Tree carries these year-round as a baseline staple until the spring planogram reset happens in April, and the shelf space gets reassigned to patio accessories and seasonal decor. These notebooks are used by students, teachers, people tracking habits, logging household expenses, journaling, and keeping notes on anything that matters. The $1.25 composition notebook is one of the quietest workhorses in daily life that almost nobody thinks to buy ahead of time. Buy 10. That's $12.50 for a full year's worth before the seasonal pull. When September hits and back-to-school shelves everywhere are picked clean by mid-August, you'll be the person who already handled it. Everyone else will pay $4 per notebook and feel vaguely irritated without knowing exactly why. Item 8 is dry erase markers. 4 markers for $1.25. These rotate off shelves in the spring reset and don't come back reliably until the back-to-school cycle in July. That's a 4-month window where dry erase markers are simply not a consistent Dollar Tree product. And dry erase markers die faster than most people expect. They dry out from caps left off. They go missing. They get used up on whiteboards, glass, and any smooth surface people use for home organization, kids' schedules, meal planning, and workout tracking. A household that actively uses a whiteboard burns through a 4-pack in 6 to 8 weeks under normal use. Buy 6 packs now. 8 if your household runs a whiteboard regularly. $7.50 now versus hunting for them in May when the shelf is simply bare. Item 9 is clear page protectors. 10 per pack for $1.25. These go away in spring and don't return on a reliable schedule. They're used for protecting recipes, organizing documents, preserving kids' artwork, building home binders, and filing anything that needs to stay clean and intact. The same 10-count pack at an office supply store costs $4 to $6. And here's a use case most people haven't tried. Slide a white sheet of paper behind a page protector and mount it on the fridge with a magnetic strip. Dry erase markers write cleanly on the front surface and wipe off completely. You've just built a reusable planning surface from $1.25 worth of materials. Infinite use. No replacement cost. Seasonal items operate on the most aggressive discontinuation timeline in Dollar Tree's entire inventory system. They exist in a narrow window, and when that window closes, they don't come back for a full year, if they come back at all. The items in this section are in their final rotation right now before the spring to summer merchandise swap removes them entirely. Item 10 is reusable heat and cold gel packs. Flexible packs that work frozen for cold therapy and microwaved for heat therapy. These have been a consistent health aisle product at Dollar Tree, but are shifting to winter-only availability, gone from April through October when warming products aren't on seasonal theme. The therapeutic value is real. Heat for muscle tension and stiffness. Cold for swelling, sprains, headaches, and post-workout soreness. Physical therapists routinely recommend alternating both for a wide range of common complaints. Clinical-grade versions of these cost $15 to $25. The Dollar Tree Gel Pack does the same job. Buy 4. Keep 2 in the freezer and 2 accessible for microwave use. With proper care, no punctures, no overheating, stored flat, these packs last for years. $5 spent this week gives your household acute injury coverage for an extended period. After April, you won't find them again until next winter's merchandise rotation. Item 11 is mesh laundry bags. Currently 2 bags per pack for $1.25. This is shifting to a single bag per pack at the same price. Mesh laundry bags protect delicates from wash cycle damage, keep bra underwires intact, hold socks together so they don't disappear into the machine, and extend the lifespan of athletic wear and fragile fabrics. They also do jobs beyond laundry. Produce storage in the refrigerator, toy organization in kids' rooms, packing shoes in luggage, storing garlic and onions with airflow. The uses in an average household are quietly numerous once you start looking. 6 packs of the current 2 count gives you 12 bags for $7.50. After the packaging change, 12 bags cost $15. Same product, same shelf, Different math because the count changed without the price following it. Buy 6 packs this week and the math works in your favor. Item 12 is solar-powered stake garden lights. Currently 2 lights per pack for $1.25. These exist at Dollar Tree only in the narrow gap between end-of-winter merchandise and the summer outdoor season when the category shifts toward higher-margin items. They sell out consistently and don't get restocked after they're gone. The use case that most people overlook is functional, not decorative. A solar stake light near a doorstep, along a path edge, or in a dark corner of a yard provides real nighttime orientation without any wiring, installation, or electrical cost. For renters who can't install permanent fixtures or anyone who wants path lighting without infrastructure, these deliver a legitimate solution at a genuinely absurd price. They don't get discontinued because they're unwanted. They get pulled because the shelf space becomes more profitable with something else in it during summer months. And they sell out before the discontinuation notice matters. If you're waiting to buy these, you're already waiting too long. Storage and organization products are the category people underestimate until something breaks. These items support organizational systems already running in millions of homes, and when Dollar Tree discontinues or redesigns them, those systems fail because the new version doesn't fit, doesn't match, or simply doesn't exist at this price point. Item 13 is clear stackable plastic shoeboxes. Individual units for $1.25 that lock stack into clean, organized columns. These are being replaced by a slightly different dimension box. Not a dramatic redesign. Just enough of a dimensional shift that the new version does not stack cleanly with the old one. Which means if you've built an organized system in a closet, under a bed, in a pantry, or in a craft room using the current box design, the new version breaks that system. You won't know until you bring one home, set it on top of an existing stack, and watch it wobble. This is the most quietly damaging form of product change. The item technically continues to exist. The name is the same. The shelf position is the same. But the new version is backward incompatible with the system you already built. If you're using these boxes right now, buy enough of the current version to finish your system before the new one arrives. 6 to 10 boxes cost $7.50 to $12.50. Your existing organization stays intact. Your system doesn't get disrupted by a dimensional update you never agreed to. Item 14 is black plastic adjustable drawer dividers. 4 dividers for $1.25. These are being removed from the spring planogram entirely, with no announced replacement item taking the slot. Drawer dividers are the structural foundation of kitchen utensil drawers, bathroom vanity drawers, office desk drawers, and craft supply drawers. They keep things categorized, prevent the bottom of the drawer chaos that slows down every search, and make the inside of a drawer actually functional instead of just a flat surface where things pile up. The comparable adjustable drawer dividers at a specialty organization retailer run $8 to $15 for a similar set. The function is identical. The material is comparable. The result in your drawer is the same. Only the price differs, by a factor of 6 to 10. And when these leave Dollar Tree, they are genuinely gone. No category replacement has been announced. No summer restock is planned. This is a hard discontinuation, not a repackaging cycle. Measure your drawers before you go. Width and depth. Most of these dividers adjust from about 10 inches to 17 inches. A kitchen with 3 functional drawers needs 3 to 4 packs. A standard bathroom setup needs 2. Buy what your household requires today. Measure once, buy accurately, and grab 1 extra pack as buffer. You will not find this item at this price again this year. Now let's lay out what the full list actually costs, because this matters. Kitchen and household is 3 items for $3.75. Foil with real gauge strength, cleaning erasers before the count drops, and hooks before the value gets cut in half. Your kitchen runs the same. Your wallet doesn't subsidize a packaging strategy you didn't ask for. Health and personal care is 3 items for $3.75. Nitrile gloves for 3 years of hand protection. Reading glasses before they become seasonal, and cotton rounds before the 80 count becomes the 60 count. Your household stays stocked. You stop paying pharmacy prices for commodity products that haven't changed in decades. Office and school supplies is 3 items for $3.75. Notebooks for the full year before the seasonal pull. Dry erase markers for 4 months of shelf absence. And page protectors before June turns them into a special order. Your systems stay intact. No back-to-school aisle panic moment. Seasonal and outdoor is 3 items for $3.75. Gel packs before April ends the window. Mesh bags before the count halves, and solar lights before they sell out and the shelf moves on. Your household has what it needs before the corporate merchandise calendar removes the option entirely. Storage and organization is 2 items for $2.50. Shoeboxes before the redesign breaks backward compatibility with your existing system, and drawer dividers before the slot goes permanently empty. Your organization stays organized. Your drawers don't become chaotic because a planogram changed somewhere in a corporate office 3 months ago. 14 items, 5 categories, $17.50 if you grab one of everything. Under $20 to close every gap before May closes it for you. Not theoretical, not a someday purchase. One trip this week. Here's the single mistake that turns good information into wasted opportunity. People read something like this, feel informed, and close the tab. They tell themselves they'll handle it this weekend, next week, before May. And then it's May. The pegs are empty. The planogram has reset. And they're standing in the same aisle looking at the replacement version with fewer items in the pack, slightly worse quality, and the same price as before, feeling vaguely cheated without being able to name exactly why. Don't be that person. Take a screenshot of this list right now, not after the video, right now while you're watching. That's your shopping list. It lives on your phone. You don't have to remember anything. Go this week. Not this month. This week. Dollar Tree's spring reset rolls out on a location-by-location basis through April. Some stores have already started. Others have 2 to 3 weeks before the planogram executes. You don't know which category your nearest location falls into. That uncertainty is the reason to move now rather than schedule it for later. Walk the aisles in the order of these 5 categories. Give yourself 15 minutes. You know exactly what you're looking for. Prioritize the storage and organization category first, specifically the drawer dividers, because that discontinuation is a confirmed hard removal with no replacement item announced. When that peg goes empty, the category is simply gone for the rest of the year. Spend $20, not $200, not a stockpile requiring extra storage space. $20, 14 items, 5 categories, and you've handled every gap on this list before Dollar Tree's spring reset handles it for you. If this helped you today, hit the like button right now so that my channel can keep bringing you this kind of research before the shelves change and the window closes. And drop a comment below telling me which of these 14 items you're already using regularly, or which one you almost bought recently without realizing it was on its way out. I read every single comment. Shop this week, not after. The shelf doesn't wait.